Hare Krishna, Sonu Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Kodi pronounce.
Nice to see you, Prabhu.
My pleasure, Prabhu.
Okay, so we are live. So Hare Krishna, we welcome you all for today's Throwback Thursday, organized by Iskcon Seshadripuram. And today we have with us a very special guest, His Grace Swarna Madhav Prabhuji. So quick introduction about Prabhuji. So Prabhuji is basically from Tamil Nadu, and he's an engineer, and then Prabhuji got connected to Krishna consciousness in 2000 in Shamdesh, and Prabhuji received his first initiation in 2003, and also his Prabhuji is Brahman initiated, and Prabhuji throughout his spiritual journey, spiritual life, has rendered lot of services for the movement. So Prabhuji was also actively engaged as a Bhakti Visha leader. He also was he was also active in book distribution, and while he was in Chennai, he was also a secretariat team member of JSS Chennai. And Prabhuji is also a Bhakti Shastri teacher, and currently Prabhuji is serving in JPS office as a manager. So it's our great fortune that we have with us one of the very senior disciples of Guru Maharaj with us. So we want to welcome Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Over to you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So let me express my gratitude to the team, JSS Seshadripuram team, for giving an opportunity to speak about Guru Maharaj. So we'll start with Mangalacharan. Om Ajnana-nimirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshur-unmilitam Yena Dashmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya-manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarabhisya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Nam Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Dhamadaya Nagara Grama Tarine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschad Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Ghora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bangam Langet Nirkarva Shri Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna to all the devotees who have joined today for this wonderful session on JSS Throwback Thursday from Iskcon Seshadripuram. So to speak about Guru Maharaj is always very nice, very wonderful, because he's such a varied personality. So we can speak quite a lot about Guru Maharaj. So before we today topic I chose is Guru and disciple relationship is very, very important. So we'll try to just briefly talk about that very important relationship between a Guru and disciple. So to begin with, to know the importance of Guru, how much important a Guru in our life, we will see from the scriptural point of view. Like all the scripture says, especially Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, it says this place where we are living now, material world, is basically, Krishna says, it's asubham, inauspicious. It's an inauspicious place. They also certify this world is dukkhalayam asasvatam. It's a very temporary place and very miserable place. Also, it's described in Shastras. We also learn that this world is bhavasagar, yeah, ocean of dualities, and then it's also compared to forest of fire. So like that, there are so many bad things or not so good things about this place. So how do we consider then this place, why it is created, what is the purpose? Then we understand by the mercy of the Supreme Lord that he makes arrangement in such a nice way that constantly either the Supreme Lord himself appears in this earthly planet or his representatives, acharyas, spiritual masters appear constantly. So by their appearance, they're basically representative of Supreme Lord himself. So they make this place very auspicious, very meaningful, very hopeful actually. So without, if you see, just see, without acharyas and spiritual masters, you can see this world will become meaningless, hopeless. So it gives a lot of importance to understand the role of spiritual master, acharyas, and they give us a lot of hopes. Otherwise, a very bad place, like we said, how bad this place is. But because of their appearance, it becomes very wonderful, very auspicious, very meaningful, and very hopeful for the conditioned soul. So, fortunately, we have got the shelter of our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, and also through his mercy, we got in Iskcon, through his disciples, we got a lot of spiritual masters. So basically, if you look at for a conditioned soul, we got these acharyas and spiritual masters who are guiding light for us. So what is the difference between an acharya and a spiritual master? Yeah, we got both. Like we say in Iskcon, we got Prabhupada as our founder acharya, and a lot of disciples are there as spiritual masters. So if you look at closely, a guru, spiritual master makes disciples. A lot of disciples he makes. Founder Acharya, like Srila Prabhupada, also makes disciples. But those disciples who later become guru, and also anyone, some of them can also become Acharya. If you look at the life of Srila Prabhupada, his guru, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, and Prabhupada was disciple, and he became Acharya. So like that, Acharyas makes disciples, not only disciples, they also make future Acharyas. Similarly, a spiritual master protects his disciples, but Acharya protects a Sampradaya. So that's a very big responsibility. And if you look at spiritual master teaches his generation, whereas Acharya teachings goes for many, many generations. Like if you look at, we are at the, most of us are either second or third generation of Prabhupada movement, Iskcon. So the teachings of Acharyas goes for many, many generations. And very important, an Acharya makes a lot of unique contribution to the Sampradaya. If you look our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, Srila Prabhupada has made a unique contribution. Before that, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur made a unique contribution. Before that, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur made a unique contribution. So the Acharyas make unique contribution. What a unique contribution Srila Prabhupada made? Srila Prabhupada made Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pascha Desatarini. He defeated monism, voidism, and he delivered Western countries, people in Western countries. That's a unique contribution of Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada in his early days, when he was speaking in 1966 in Berkeley University, after the end of the lecture, one Indian gentleman got up and he asked Srila Prabhupada, what Krishna conscious movement can do? We require technology. That is important. Srila Prabhupada replied in a very heavy tone that you are after technology and you are a beggar. I have come here to give something about the Vedic culture. So I am a giver and you are a beggar. As long as you run after Western countries' technology, you will remain as a beggar. I came here to give Vedic culture. So in that way, I will remain as a giver. So that's a difference. Acharyas come to give us about Vedic culture, and most of us run after technology. And as Prabhupada in his Prabhupada words, we will remain as a beggar actually. So Prabhupada gave the culture of Krishna consciousness to Western countries. And we all know when Prabhupada started the movement, and within 11, 12 years in Western countries and also in India, Many wonderful souls got attracted to Srila Prabhupada and they joined the movement and they given their life to Iskcon actually. Many exalted Vaishnavas are there currently in the movement because of Srila Prabhupada's mercy. So one such great soul who took advantage of this Vedic culture imparted by Srila Prabhupada in Western countries is our own spiritual master, His Holiness Jayapataka Guru Maharaj. So what Guru Maharaj received from Srila Prabhupada, the Vedic culture, the Krishna consciousness philosophy, Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy, Siddhanta, that our Guru Maharaj is so nicely, so wonderfully trying to give, trying to share with many hundreds and thousands of conditioned souls. He's trying to share the bliss of Krishna consciousness to all of us. So there is today's topic, if you see, Guru-disciple relationship. It's very nicely explained in Bhagavatam, 11th canto, chapter 20, text 17, which defines the Guru-disciple relationship, the very foundation of our spiritual life. Many of you will know that shloka. Nirdeham adyam sulabam sudhullabam palavam sukalpam guru karnadaram. Yeah. So it says, Nirdeham, Nir means human. Nirdeham, this human life, human form of life, adyam, it can give us a very good result actually. And sulabam sudhullabam, we got it by the arrangement of material nature, but it's actually rarely obtained life. Why it is important? Why it is rare? It says this type of human form of life, it says, plavam, it's like a boat. Sukalpam, very nicely designed boat. And very important, it says, the sloka says, Guru Karnadharam. Guru is the captain of the boat. He's not just a boat. Guru is the captain of the boat. So what is the importance of a captain? Because only captain can take the boat to the shore. In that way, if you look at our Guru Maharaj, he is the captain of all of us. Each one of us, each one of his disciple, today we are assembled here, we are all like an individual boat. Everyone, every disciple, every soul connected to Guru Maharaj is an individual boat. But the common factor for all of us is captain, our spiritual master, Guru Karnadaram. Yeah. If you look at today, our Guru Maharaj has got close to 80,000 disciples. It means he has got the very great responsibility of taking care of 80,000 boats. Because each one is a soul, so he has got taken the responsibility to guide the soul, to guide the boat, so that it reaches the destination. So for the boat to reach the destination, we should listen, or we should follow the instructions of the captain. Otherwise, there is no meaning. As I said, the Guru-disciple relationship, we need to follow the instructions of Guru. Similarly, for the boat, for all of us to reach the shore of Krishna consciousness, shore of Goloka, we need to follow the instructions of our Guru. If we don't follow instructions of Guru, then there is no meaning to call us a disciple. When you say disciple, means discipline. Prabhupada says, when you say a disciple, a disciplined soul. So, as Arjuna also surrendered to Krishna and follow the instructions, similarly we are all surrendered souls to Guru Maharaj. And we need to follow instructions of Guru very sincerely, very seriously. Then we can see how this boat, each one of us can cross this very difficult material ocean and can attain the destination, desired destination. If we come to the very nature of our Guru Maharaj, many of us would experience also, Guru Maharaj is very, very personal, very unique actually. Yeah, is very personal. He wants to establish the relationship with each one of us. Even though there are huge number of disciples, if you can see the efforts of Guru Maharaj, somehow he wants to be connected to all of us. There's a very important thing which is going on in the mind of our Gurudev actually. If you can see, what is it? Devotee care. That's a prime important Guru Maharaj gives. Not just he accepts disciples and then they will take care of themselves. No. Guru Maharaj sees that every one of his disciples is taken care nicely. So in that way, the Guru-disciple relations we established very nicely through the devotee care. And Guru Maharaj gives a lot of importance to devotee care. Yeah. And second thing, Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj always says is reading of Srila Prabhupada books and understanding of Srila Prabhupada books and distributing the knowledge what we are getting to the unfortunate souls. So if we say, so those are two important things we can see to be strong in our Guru-disciple relationship. One is devotee care, other is knowledge which we gain through reading Srila Prabhupada books very regularly actually. So we'll just see what Guru Maharaj is doing to keep us connected to him. From his side, what efforts he has taken, he is taking to understand the mood of Guru Maharaj. See, having few disciples it's okay. We can have one-to-one relationship. It's very easy. But when you have such huge thousands of disciples, 80,000 disciples, I said, that's only initiated. Then there are sheltered disciples, aspiring disciples, Shiksha disciples. So big, the list goes on actually. So the Guru Maharaj takes a lot of effort to be connected to all of us. So if we look at till October, Guru Maharaj is sending monthly message, giving us what all he did in that month. And he also tells about what interesting report he got from disciples, like that. Very nice message he gives. He also tells us about Srila Prabhupada, about his preaching efforts. So like the many things he covers in that monthly message. Then from the month of November, if you see, he felt this monthly message is little keeping us not so close. Because once in a month only he is talking to us. Now he made it fortnightly, 15 days. See the effort Guru Maharaj is making. Despite his busy schedule, despite his ill health, despite his so many prayer commitments, meetings, yeah, but he wants to somehow be closer to us. So that's why he made that monthly message now into a fortnightly message. And then he interacts with us bi-monthly and tells us exactly what we need to do during festivals. Like recently, Bhishmanchaka, you would have read. Yeah, before the Bhishmanchaka start Vrata, what we should do, what mantra we should chant, how do we start the Bhishmanchaka, and then end of the Vrata, what mantra we should do, how do we break the Bhishmanchaka Vrata, Damodar festival, what we should do. Like that, he gives so many details by referring the Shastras. So he's giving us that instruction so that we do our Vrata very nicely. Yeah. And then very important thing is he also communicates through emails. If you write anything to Guru Maharaj about the preaching efforts, about any sadhana difficulties, any marriage life challenges, family problems, there's a direct email you can write to Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj will see to that his mail is replied actually. So if you see the responses from Guru Maharaj, it will be very, very personal. So for instance, one email came from Bangladesh. I just want to give example. One email came from Bangladesh when Mataji had written to Guru Maharaj that her first pregnancy, due to some problem, the child was born dead. And then she had second pregnancy. And she approached doctor and doctor said, again, there's a problem. So then she wrote to Guru Maharaj, what should we do? What she has to do? Whether she was actually sort of telling Guru Maharaj that she will do abortion because any child is having a problem or it's going to be dead actually. That's what doctor has told them. So she wrote to Guru Maharaj and what should we do? So Guru Maharaj took a lot of efforts, spoke to the hospital, spoke to the doctors, consulted doctors, and then he wrote back to Mataji that abortion is not correct because Shastra, he gave a lot of evidence from Shastras, like how Prahlad Maharaj was also protected. demigods protected Prahlad Maharaj when he was in the womb of the mother. So he said abortion is ruled out, and he spoke to the doctor. Doctor said there is no problem for the life of mother. So he guaranteed that. So he said just allow it to continue, let the child be born. So like that, we see it's a very personal email actually. See, Guru Maharaj could have ignored or we could have just told something. But he said he went to the extent of talking to the doctors and finding out what is the problem and giving a very positive response to Mataji in the difficult time. And another case we see, one Mataji, old Mataji, due to her, she is a devotee, initiated devotee of Guru Maharaj. And her son was not a devotee. And she had lot of affection for her son. So at some point of time, her son forced that mother Mataji, initiate disciple of Guru Maharaj, to eat the meat. So she also sort of accepted that forceful love or whatever you call of her son, and she ate the meat. And she was also old. After some time, she passed away. And then one devotee wrote to Guru Maharaj about that she sort of broke the four regulatory principle because of her that attraction for her son. Like that she wrote that devotee returned to Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj he did not bother too much about breaking the regulatory principle actually. He only prayed for that mother. That was the greatness of our Guru Maharaj. He didn't feel bad that she broke the four regulatory principle. All that. No, he said, okay, because she passed away, he simply prayed through the Supreme Lord. So that day, any email if read, maybe some of us would have got the experience also. I'm just sharing just a couple of things. How Guru Maharaj is so personal. He goes into the details of every single email and he sees that the responses are given correctly and based on Shastras, like that. We could have got maybe some of us would have got that experience right in Guru Maharaj. And communication Guru Maharaj to us, if you see, he says in all his lectures, in monthly messages, he says each one of us, we can be connected to Guru Maharaj by writing about us, about our preaching efforts, about our sadhana, about our family life, how we are trying to bring all the family members in Krishna consciousness. So like that we can, festival updates or anything we have, temple services, like that we can be communicated to Guru Maharaj. So that he requests us. So as a disciple, maybe some of us should take that message very seriously and then send reports to Guru Maharaj. Because we see, Guru Maharaj does not waste even 1 minute, 1 moment also. He keeps himself busy 24 hours, 24/7. Yeah. So if you see during his dialysis time, he runs through all the video reports or any email reports. His secretary reads and Guru Maharaj hears it. And sometimes they run a video, then he sees the video. Like that, if he is traveling to somewhere, then in the car he checks the report or makes a response. So like that, he will somehow find a time to read our report or email, and sometimes some of the unique efforts is being noticed by Guru Maharaj and he writes in the monthly message or fortnightly message that we would have seen actually. And if we are not able to write or simply are praying to Guru Maharaj, that also he responds. Not that we have tried, then he'll physically give us a response. Sometimes our sincere prayers also answered by Guru Maharaj in a subtle way. Recently, one Mataji from Malaysia, she had returned to Guru Maharaj that she had basically done law. She wanted to become a lawyer and she had done law. But when devotees approached Mataji and told, why you are doing this lawyer? It's a very sinful job, profession, because in the court you have to do many things like that. They sort of discouraged Mataji. But she was firm. She wanted to somehow do the lawyer and then still be in Krishna conscious. So she prayed to Guru Maharaj that somehow please show her a way. And then she got an interview after a couple of days and she joined the firm in Malaysia. To her surprise, after a few days of joining, she noticed that the firm where she joined actually belongs to Iskcon devotees. And the devotees were disciples of Guru Maharaj. So in that way, she was very happy. One thing is she got her job as a lawyer. And second thing, she could practice her lawyer profession in a Iskcon firm, managed by Iskcon firm. In that way, she was very happy. That is about Mataji's case. If you take my own example, I came to Mayapur almost 1.5 years before. I moved to Mayapur. I had taken up some service in Mayapur. And then, meanwhile, I had a subtle desire of taking up the role of office manager. It was just a desire, I don't know, for whatever reason. So, believe me or not, after coming to Mayapur, I had taken some service, but that was not to my real taste actually. I was then thinking what to do. We have moved here. Basically, I am from Chennai, so I moved here. I had established everything here, so I did not know what to do. Then last year it was safari in Vrindavan, so I went to Vrindavan. At the end of the safari, then I got an opportunity to become an office manager. So the in charge came and asked whether you want to take up the role of JP's office manager. So that was a prayer. It was a very subtle, not a prayer, it's a desire I had. Somehow I want to do some service to Guru Maharaj. And my basic background is sort of project management. So I thought if I get the service of managing an office, that will be nice. So somehow it was noticed, and then now Guru Maharaj mercy, all Vaishnavas mercy, I am trying to do that role actually. And if you see Guru Maharaj, we can see in Mayapur, if you are in Mayapur, we can see how Guru Maharaj is completely in Krishna conscious all the time. No time you can see he is not Krishna conscious. All the time. Whether he's in meeting, whether he's sleeping, or he's doing physiotherapy, he's in swimming pool, whatever it is, he is completely Krishna conscious. He will be having a clicker, all the time he's chanting. He doesn't stop chanting. Even in the night also, the servants give him the clicker. So if you can see, sometimes even middle of the night, the clicker is going on. So like that, he used to say, Guru Maharaj says, even despite all his problems, medical condition, busy meetings, schedules, he does more than 16 rounds of chanting. Yeah, that is amazing actually. There was a report last year how much he did. It was more than 16 rounds every day. It's really mind-boggling how Guru Maharaj is able to do that. Because if you see how much he is busy, how much he is surrounded by his disciples, or surrounded by visitors. Yeah. So like Guru Maharaj has got some standard schedule. Sunday, 12 o'clock, that baby naming ceremony, Annaprashna. Like that. So he will have that, means if you go to the rooftop, you can see exactly that time. A lot of Matajis bring the newborn. Then Guru Maharaj will chant the Annaprashna mantra. Then everyone bring the child to Guru Maharaj. Then he will feed them, bless them. So like that, if you see every day, every minute, Guru Maharaj is occupied. Yeah, there's no time we can say he's not occupied. Whether there's a quadrilateral meeting or our other meetings, GBC meetings, like that. But still he is chanting. That's very amazing actually, how he is able to do that. But we are sort of not so busy. We have our own office work and family life, our own then preaching efforts. But sometimes we find chanting 16 rounds is becoming difficult actually. Yeah, then we struggle. Sometimes we struggle. How are able to catch up? Yeah, but Guru Maharaj is one example that somehow he's chanting more than 16 rounds. That should be our inspiration. Yeah. And as I said, devotee care is very important for Guru Maharaj. He has done few things in Mayapur. He has established one separate office, e-care. Guru Maharaj, there is an e-care office. almost he is sort of zone wise is separated. So every zone, every country, India, Bengal, then Western countries, Far East, Middle East, like that. Then everywhere there is a couple of devotees and then local caregivers. They can write to the e-care office about what are the problems they have. Then it will be referred back to Guru Maharaj sometimes, and then a response is given. So this all shows that how much Guru Maharaj is caring for each one of us. Because see, Krishna consciousness are just taking initiation and then leave it. No, guys, when you do Krishna conscious duties, there are going to be challenges, difficulties. So that Guru Maharaj understands. That's why he has created this separate e-care and then caring for the devotees. So almost we have got around 15-20 devotees full-time working, and then what are challenges, problems, difficulties disciples are facing, that is being responded promptly. So many times we have seen very serious cases also come, very serious cases, suicide cases, yeah, and then having difficulty with temple president. So many cases, very difficult. But somehow people are able to talk to the devotee, then counsel them. Then some cases we handle through some specialist care. So all these arrangements are done by Guru Maharaj, so that his disciples are not left out. No time we should feel we are left out. Every one of us is connected to Guru Maharaj all the time. Yeah, we can always write to Guru Maharaj and then get his mercy. Not a problem at all. Also, here there is another department which Guru Maharaj has created in Mayapur. It's called Vaishnava Care Team. So this Vaishnava Care Team is basically for, a lot of Prabhupada disciples are living in Mayapur. They have become old now. Some of them are not medically fit. So he has made it a separate office, and there are disciples working in that department. So their main job is to take care of Prabhupada disciples, either medical checkup or taking them for deity darshan or bringing them for festivals, bringing them, making arrangements for the transport, and then sort of prasadam. So like that, many things are there. And also the devotees who are old age, needy, wheelchair requirements, nurse requirements. So if you see, Guru Maharaj is sort of focusing on every aspect of care actually, not just spiritual care, because we have got body, so body also has to be taken care. Yeah, so medical arrangements are made, regular checkups are being made. So there is separate, as I said, Vaishnava Care Team. And another thing is, we all would have got that, maybe mail, some of us. We have got birthday wishes. Guru Maharaj sees that all his disciples get his message, personal message, on his birthday, on his or her birthdays. So that is also established. So all the efforts, sort of all encompassing devotee care Guru Maharaj is making. And also I said, he wants to be connected to us through his lectures, through his messages. If you see how he wants to be connected, he's so strict on that. Every Saturday in Mayapur, Bhagavad lecture is by Guru Maharaj. It's from 8 o'clock to 9:15 it goes. So Guru Maharaj makes a point when he is in Mayapur. Saturday he wants to give Bhagavatam class. One Saturday what happened? Morning, actually, if you see, Guru Maharaj lives in he's in rooftop in Lotus building, and there's a lift. If you come out from his rooftop, there's a lift. So through the wheelchair, they bring Guru Maharaj to the Chaitanya exhibition in the Radha Madhav temple hall. And then through the wheelchair, he comes to take darshan of Srila Prabhupada, then comes to Panchatattva, where he gives lecture. That's a routine arrangement we have. So one Saturday, what happened? The power went off. There was no lift working. So then the disciples, the servants went and told Guru Maharaj, today your class will not happen because lift is not working. Guru Maharaj said, no, I have to give class because I want to go meet my devotees, meet my disciples. I have to give class. So, but all the servants said, no, it's not possible because lift is not working. How can you go down? Then Guru Maharaj said, then physically carry me. Yeah. So what all the servants did, I think this is in that Guru Maharaj lives on rooftop, it's almost like that fourth floor. So they lifted, they brought the wheelchair, putting him in the wheelchair, and they physically carried him the steps, 4 floors. You will imagine actually. It's not easy. But the point I'm trying to tell you is, Guru Maharaj doesn't leave an opportunity where he wants to be connected to his devotees or disciples. So that is important for him. Other things are all secondary. So they carried him through the steps and he gave exactly at 8 o'clock he came and gave the class. So that's how Guru Maharaj is. That's how that the determination he has got that. Some of us may be finding difficult to attend Bhagavatam class, even if we happen in temple, because we have a lot of excuse. Because yesterday night I came very late. Anyway, I'm attending every week. 1 week is okay. I need not go. We have all excuses not to attend Bhagavatam class. But Guru Maharaj determination, he determined to give his Bhagavatam class. That's very important. And couple of times what happened, we have initiations during festival time. And one time what happened during Narsimha Tardasi, Guru Maharaj became very sick. Because we had made all arrangements, a lot of devotees had come from different places. Almost we had 500 to 700 devotees who had come for taking initiation, both Harinam and Brahmin. We had made all arrangements. But generally, Guru Maharaj gives initiation in Gita Bhavan because we have a air-conditioned stage. So that's where Guru Maharaj gives. We had made arrangement that everyone will go there, Guru Maharaj will come, give initiation. Like that, we had usual arrangements we had made. But that day, then Guru Maharaj suddenly became sick. He had a lot of temperature. Then what is it? What we were thinking what to do. Then we spoke to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj said, no, it's okay, I will still give initiation. He still decided to give initiation. So we went ahead, we shifted the location, and then we made some arrangements. And then we somehow in the visitors place where Guru Maharaj has got a visitors place in his rooftop. Then we allowed one by one devotee to go and take the bead and get the name. But the challenge was real challenge. Well, I think all things are going on. We are discussing about there are almost 100 Brahmin devotees who are to be initiated by Guru Maharaj. When you say Brahmin Diksha, we need a sort of closed place. It cannot be open place. Within Lotus building, we didn't have that. And only Gita Bhavan, we had a big hall, separate hall, air conditioned. So we used to have it, Brahman Diksha there actually. But during this time, because Guru Maharaj cannot come out, he was in rooftop. Then we are thinking whether we can go to TOP, there is a lot of big halls. We can sort of bring Guru Maharaj in wheelchair and go there. And then we had also had a conference room in Lotus building, within Lotus building, but that was small. We were thinking because there were tables and chairs. So we thought maybe 40, 50 could be accommodated, not 80, 100. So we were discussing among ourselves what to do. Then we decided, okay, we'll go to Guru Maharaj and ask. Guru Maharaj said, you go to same conference room and we will somehow manage. He said, just remove the chairs, it can manage. We are wondering how can we manage, because we all thought, all of us great souls, we thought we cannot manage more than 40, 50. But Guru Maharaj was so particular, no problem, we remove the chairs, we can accommodate. To all of our surprise, he removed the chair, you could accommodate easily 80 to 100 Brahmin Diksha disciples without any problem. So Guru Maharaj had that conviction and he knew exactly what should be done. While all of us were trying to put our brain and think what to do. So like that, Guru Maharaj is so nice. He gives us a solution, correct solution at the correct time. Again, this year Radha Ashtami, we had again a challenge. Why I am telling all these things is, see, Guru Maharaj doesn't leave any opportunity to be with the devotees. This is the basis of our today's discussion, Guru-disciple relationship. Any opportunity, he doesn't want to leave. He wants to be with the devotees. He wants to associate with devotees. He wants to speak to them. He wants to understand them. He wants to give his personal association, darshan. So because he knows people have, devotees have to come travel so many miles, so many places, they won't have his darshan. So the same thing happened during Adashtami again. He was very sick. Even all arrangements had made for initiation. All devotees had gathered in Gita Bhavan. So what to do now? Guru Maharaj, because he had so much high temperature, fever, so we could not really take him out. So Guru Maharaj said, no, I want to still be connected to the devotee. Then quickly we made arrangements so that he will come on Zoom. Yeah, he will come on Zoom and he'll speak to the devotees who are going to take initiation. So you will not believe he spoke almost for 30 minutes. With all his bad health, fever, high fever, difficulties, he spoke for 30 minutes. So what it shows, what it conveys to all of us, it's an inspiration. Yeah, it's a great inspiration. Guru Maharaj is always inspiration. When you see him, how he is able to tolerate all the difficulty, challenges, still give 100% to his devotees, to his disciples, to be Krishna conscious. So that's a wonderful thing with Guru Maharaj actually. We get a lot of inspiration looking at Guru Maharaj. Yeah, so that's very, very, very important actually. And what I have seen is the more and more we are connected to Guru Maharaj, means the Guru-disciple relationship is strong. Yeah, that's why we have got Guru Puja every day. So the Prabhupada said two things are important for initiate disciples. One is attending Mangalarti is very important, and then attending Guru Puja. So if you are at home, so we should do both. We should do Mangalarti and do Guru Puja. So as long as we are connected to Guru Parampara in a strong manner, then our sadhana bhakti becomes very easy actually. If you are struggling in our sadhana bhakti, means we are not taken to thought, we are not following sincerely or seriously Guru Maharaj instructions. Yeah, Guru Maharaj instruction is very simple actually. We should chant our 16 rounds daily without fail, follow 4 principles without breaking, and to the extent we should try to support in his preaching efforts. Very simple. But if you are, because today Guru Maharaj's condition is so bad, so worse, for obvious reason. Guru Maharaj also says that because some of his disciples are not following the basic minimum things. So that's why he said this is the Guru discipleship. Guru is doing everything for us actually. Whatever, despite his difficulties, ill health, from Guru Maharaj point of view, he is giving more than, maybe you can say even 200% is giving us. But we as disciples, how much we are giving back to Guru Maharaj? How much we are committed to our own sadhana bhakti? As I said, we are every one of us is like a boat. So the boat has to reach the shore not on its own. It has to follow the directions of a captain actually. Otherwise, the boat will be lost. So that's why it's very important for us to be aware of that relationship with Guru Maharaj and then follow his instructions very nicely actually. So one time Guru Maharaj asked, with all these conditions, yeah, if you see he cannot hear properly, he cannot see properly, he cannot talk properly, he cannot, so many things, he's in wheelchair, he's depending, for every single thing he's dependent on us, dependent on his servants, every single thing actually. But if you look at the way he is enthusiastically doing Krishna conscious activities, the way he says Gauranga, Gauranga, how he inspires all of us. What is the secret? Yeah, what's secret behind to be blissful in Krishna consciousness? So Guru Maharaj gave a response: enthusiasm. So enthusiasm is secret for being blissful in Krishna consciousness. So with how much our Guru Maharaj is enthusiastic in every aspect of Krishna consciousness, whether it is following Srila Prabhupada's instructions, or whether he's preaching, or whether he's traveling, or whether his connection to disciples, or devotee care, Vaishnava care, whatever he speak actually, how much is enthusiastically doing. Like Guru Maharaj always say, read Srila Prabhupada books. Now, I don't know how many times Guru Maharaj say, I have read, before initiation, I have read 10 times Bhagavad Gita book. Now again, if you read his daily message, he's reading now Bhagavad Gita again. He's not just reading Bhagavad Gita every day, not reading Bhagavatam every day. The important thing is he is traveling constantly. He is undergoing dialysis, which is very tiresome process. He's got meetings. There's no fixed schedule. But if you see, sometimes even if he reaches very late, like reaches late night to Chennai or Bangalore, wherever, Singapore, he will go there and still read Bhagavad Gita or whatever he is reading. Yeah. So daily reading he keeps up. It's a commitment. He doesn't give up that. Whether it is reaching 12 o'clock midnight or 2 o'clock at midnight, no. Somehow he reads. What a daily commitment. So that all should give us a lot of inspiration. Are we doing that with all our small works, what we are doing? Are we reading Srila Prabhupada books every day? Because Guru Maharaj is requesting all of us every time. Read Prabhupada books, read Prabhupada books. And he's also showing how he is doing all the courses. Like he got now Bhakti Sarvabhauma, some couple of modules he has completed, A+ grade. Yeah. So my like my little this discussion or meeting, whatever we can say, is to first convey the feeling that what we should do as a disciple, because Guru is doing all his from his part 200% for the relationship to be fruitful. So from our side also, because to make the relationship positive, as disciples we should also ensure that our commitments, yeah, our follow-up to Guru Maharaj instructions, everything should be done very nicely to the extent possible, so that both sides it's a very fruitful relationship, and then finally we can reach our destination. Like one time somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, when we come to Goloka, will you be there? Prabhupada said, yes, I'll be there. I'll be there to receive all of you. Because he said, when you come there, I will take you personally to Krishna and I will introduce you. So that's Prabhupada commitment. So that's a commitment of our Guru Maharaj also. Yeah. So to introduce us to Krishna, we should be his disciple. And we should follow the instructions of Guru Maharaj. Then we can say, I am a disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, I will stop here. I just said we'll have some 10 minutes question answers. Any comments, additional points we can share. Thank you for the opportunity given to all the JSS team of Seshadripuram. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving such an enlightening session on Guru-disciple relationship. So if anybody has any question, you can just raise your hand and then you can ask Prabhuji. So there is a question from Shri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, I don't have a question, I have a comment. Thank you, Prabhuji, for such an enlightening class. I basically like the point that enthusiasm is the secret to being blissful in Krishna consciousness. And I also liked your personal example of how you desire to be Guru Maharaj's manager and he granted your desire. And my personal takeaway is like how important it is to do Guru Puja on an everyday basis, which I've not been doing every day, maybe every other day I was doing. But I think post your class, I will take that seriously. Thank you so much for this class.
Thank you so much, Mother. Thank you so much. All goes to Gurudev.
All glories to Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other devotee wants to ask anything? JPS app. What is this?
JPS app, and what Mataji Satya, I know maybe they're referring, updates also comes in JPS app, Guru Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Panchang
Yes.
Pranam, Prabhuji, to
Yes,
you.
Mataji.
I'm not very good with this phone, okay? So we have these prayers in the morning, we meet, we have this 4:30 japa session, and then around 5:15, we start with the prayers for Guru Maharaj's health, and then we do the Mangalarti prayers. Then in the end, during the announcement time, I make it a point to read one or two messages of Guru Maharaj's from the JPS app, Prabhuji.
Yes, very nice, Mataji. That's good.
I feel that's a way that we can encourage people also to download the app.
Yes, Mataji.
But we are not very high grade devotees, Prabhuji. We are just ordinary people. Okay, I mean, we don't hold positions and all that, just a housewife.
Everyone is a servant of Guru
Retired
Maharaj. That's it. No
housewife,
position.
okay?
Everyone is a servant of Guru Maharaj. No other post.
Yeah,
The only
that's
post we
it.
have is servant.
So that's our small bit, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Okay, there is a question from Swarna Gopal Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Ji,
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna.
Pranams.
Hare Krishna.
It was so nice to hear from His Grace Swarna Madhav Prabhu for the information of other devotees. We were together serving in Dubai, Gauranga. There, Prabhu was one of the pillars of our yatra. Even though he doesn't come to the picture directly, but he was serving as a backbone. So today I realized that Prabhu is conducting the same service in Sita Mayapur, where whatever Srila Gurudev want a disabled to do, at exact point he is there, and he was guiding us as Godbades, and he's one of my Shishu Guru as well. So he's still guiding us wherever he is, what we are supposed to do, and like how the Acharyas are performing, he is showing by his own example what we have to follow. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for your valued time.
Thank you.
And we expect more and more inspiring thoughts like this from you, good sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare
All
Krishna.
goes to Gurudev. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vishnu Lok Pati Prabhu. Mate ji. Okay. Mate ji, aapko unmute. You need to unmute yourself, Mate ji.
Am I unmute now? Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Chidamani Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Chidamani Mataji. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
please accept our humble.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat
They are very
Pranam.
senior disciples. All goes to Guru. Hare Krishna.
All glories, Prabhu, to Guru. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for the wonderful class. You took me back to our Gauranga Desh days, and very inspiring to know that devotees are, serving Guru Maharaj so nicely in Mayapur. It is really, really inspiring to all of us. We're so happy to see that, how devotees have blossomed in Krishna consciousness. Very, very happy. So whenever Gauranga Desh devotees come, I make it a point to come. Otherwise, sometimes it becomes difficult for me. But I really am trying my best that somehow or the other, at least when devotees whom I know will, at least I'm trying to make sure that I attend. And very inspiring, Prabhu. All glories to you and to your family. And all glories to Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Gurudev ki jai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Kush. I don't know, Prabhu. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu. You are gone in mute again. But unmute, Prabhu.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a question. I have read one of the Guru Maharaj's quote that we can also do seva in our mind, like we can offer flowers in our mind to him. So I keep praying to him in my mind, and I've joined this group for the first time. So my question is as you said that Guru Maharaj has 80,000 initiated disciples and even more aspiring, sheltered, and other disciples. So if we are just praying in our mind and we are worshipping him in our mind, then is our relationship with him in one sense complete, or some disciples or aspiring disciples, they try to have more personal relationship with him, they want to personally serve him, and sometimes I feel I should write to him, then I feel like he would have other duties, so I should not take his time. So I was thinking that in the mind seva that we do, if we are offering flowers to him in our mind, so is that service considered complete? I think my question is a bit vague,
Yeah,
but
understood. Understood, Prabhu. Yeah, it's a very nice question. Even Srimad Bhagavatam says that yes, mind manasik puja is also acceptable to Krishna. There is a story also how devotees worshipping Krishna in mind, and becomes, it's a real thing. It's a real worship, not just a subtle thing. It's a real worship. Similarly, when we worship Guru Maharaj in mind, that's also equally acceptable, not a problem. And there is no concern about his numbers, whatever I said. Guru Maharaj, any email written to him, sometimes may take some time because of the volume of mails coming to him. Otherwise, it will be replied actually. So don't worry about numbers, what I said. Whatever your feelings, your inspiration, you can write to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj will certainly write back to you actually, with a very personal touch. That's very important. When I say, because Guru Maharaj knows even though we may not know, Guru Maharaj can see what is in us when you write to him. And then he will make a very personal message to you. So my request to you is, Kush Prabhu, that you can, don't hesitate. Whatever your inspiration or feeling, you can write back to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj will respond to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Swati Mataji, you want to say something?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I'm practicing Krishna consciousness from many years. But my family situation is not like when I write Shiksha papers or take the initiation. But I am serving Guru Maharaj somehow by through online messages and preaching. So, so how is possible to take shelter of Guru Maharaj?
I
I'm
did.
chanting my
I
rounds.
really did not understand what is asking.
So Mataji is saying
Actually,
that, go ahead.
Means your
yes,
family is
Prabhuji.
not very cooperative with you, or something is not favorable, something like that.
Yes. Family is not favorable even to write the Shiksha paper Bhakti steps. So, uh, but I'm serving Guru Maharaj and chanting my rounds. So, what if how will I get the aspiring or take shelter from Guru
I
Maharaj
don't
or
know how the
initiated?
system is there. See, you have a hierarchy. Maybe there is a
Yeah,
mentor,
yeah,
or
it is there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you
they are
can come
there.
through your mentor, or who is a leader.
Okay.
Shelter. We have got a shelter ceremony every 15 days, Ekadashi. Through
Mm,
your leader, you can submit a shelter
mm,
form. Online, we do a very short shelter ceremony, 15 minutes.
mm,
And then from there on, you start worshipping Guru Maharaj and doing all your sadhana through Guru Maharaj worship, through chanting Guru Pranam mantra. Then the only requirement is you should be chanting 16 rounds of Maha Mantra every day and following for your
yeah.
principles. So,
Yeah. That
so,
that I'm doing
so
from.
any personal problem, we see many have this
Yeah,
difficulty, family not supporting, family not
yeah.
favorable.
Yes,
That's how
lot
Kaliga is
of
there. Yeah.
lot,
But many are able
yeah,
to
lot
overcome,
of
Mataji. Don't worry. Yeah. You
yes,
can just pray to Guru
yeah.
Maharaj, sincerely pray to Krishna. Somehow they will show a way. Or if you can come to Mayapur with the team, whenever they come, you can take Darshana Guru Maharaj. So many have got that experience. What a difficulty they had faced before taking Darshana Guru Maharaj, they just went away after taking Darshana Guru Maharaj, taking blessings of Guru Maharaj. So you can also try that, and then take blessings and Darshana Guru Maharaj, and then see that your whatever problems you had goes off.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so I think nothing else. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's a very inspiring and inspirational talk for me also. So it's glad like you came on this platform 2 years ago. So we are very fortunate to have your association again here. And many things I liked in today's session. Like you were repeatedly mentioning, like Guru Maharaj doesn't waste his time, and like whether he's in dialysis or anything he's doing, he's listening to reports, like watching reports or reading emails, or those kind of activities he keeps doing. And like you mentioned, like Guru Maharaj doesn't skip book reading. So I also have JPS app. I keep reading, Guru Maharaj mentions, okay, I'm reading Bhagavad Gita, this chapter, that chapter, I got this degree, I took this assessment. So yeah, so I was having this in the back of the mind, like I am not able to do reading regularly. So I was thinking what Guru Maharaj is doing, but that was going in the back of the mind, but now you said it upfront in this session. So yeah, so I'll be also more conscious, to read first before going to sleep. So thank you
That's good.
for that inspiration, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Very nice to have your all association. Very wonderful, inspiring devotees. So
Yes.
please come to Mayapur whenever possible. So we'll be able to, whatever service we are able to do, we can do for all your pleasure.
Yes, please bless us. We can also be always engaged in service of Guru Maharaj.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So,
Krishna. Thank you,
on
Prabhuji.
behalf of all the assembled devotees and Iskcon Seshadripuram, we would like to thank Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
पंचाकल्पतरुकस्मिन् पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय नमः श्री प्रभुपाद की जय श्री गुरुदेव की जय थैंक यू सो मच थैंक यू सो मच हरे कृष्णा
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
थैंk you so much Sanagalpu
Thank
thank you so much hare कृष्णा
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. It's my pleasure. Yes, thank you. I'll get in touch with you.
yeah
Thank
please
you.
thank you so
Hare
much
Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.